What if I told you that your sense of right and wrong didn't come from religion or laws, but was actually hardwired into your brain for survival? Could morality be the secret weapon that helped humans dominate the planet? Today we're unraveling the mystery of where our moral compass really comes from, through the lens of evolution, anthropology, and even our closest relatives in the animal kingdom. Get ready to rethink what it means to be human and how morality shaped our very existence. Morality refers to the principles or standards that guide individuals in distinguishing right from wrong, good from evil, and ethical from unethical behavior. It is a set of beliefs and values, often shaped by culture, religion, philosophy, or society, that governs actions and decisions. Morality helps individuals navigate complex social interactions by providing a framework for behavior that fosters cooperation, fairness, and justice. In modern times, moral systems are the foundation of legal structures, social contracts, and ethical standards that maintain order and harmony. They encourage cooperation and trust, essential for functioning communities, businesses, and governance. Without shared moral systems, societies could fall into chaos, as individuals would lack a common understanding of acceptable behavior. Moral systems also adapt with social progress, influencing debates on human rights, social justice, and global ethics in an interconnected world. But where does morality come from? Is it an arbitrary set of rules established culturally? Is it defined through religion or philosophy? Or is it something we are hardwired to be intrigued by and adopt to guide our decision-making? Let's explore some of these arguments and possibilities. From an evolutionary point of view, moral behavior likely offered early humans an evolutionary advantage by promoting group cohesion, which in turn increased survival rates. Individuals who exhibited traits such as fairness, trustworthiness, and cooperation would have been more likely to be included in social groups, benefiting from shared resources, protection, and support. By creating a stable environment where cooperation was encouraged, groups could better fend off predators, hunt more effectively, and raise offspring with greater success. Thus, morality may have evolved as a mechanism to enhance the survival of groups rather than individuals. Additionally, moral behavior contributed to long-term social bonds, which are essential for human societies. By encouraging behaviors like altruism, empathy, and reciprocity, early humans could establish networks of mutual support. This behavior likely helped reduce internal conflict and allowed individuals to work together to solve complex problems. As a result, those who adhered to a moral code, whether through shared norms or instinctive behaviors, would have had a better chance at survival and reproductive success, ensuring that these moral tendencies were passed down through generations. Studies of primates, especially chimpanzees and bonobos, have provided significant insight into proto-moral behaviors that suggest a rudimentary sense of morality similar to humans. Both species exhibit forms of empathy, cooperation, and conflict resolution that mirror basic moral systems in humans. For example, chimpanzees engage in grooming to strengthen social bonds and have been observed to share food with others, even when there is no immediate benefit to themselves. These acts of fairness and cooperation suggest a foundation for moral behavior that predates human evolution. Bonobos in particular offer fascinating insights into proto-morality. Studies dating back over 50 years show that bonobos display high levels of empathy, sharing, and conflict resolution within their groups. Researchers have observed bonobos comforting distressed peers and even engaging in reconciliatory behaviors after conflicts. These behaviors have led anthropologists to draw parallels between bonobo social structures and early human societies, suggesting that our moral instincts may have roots in these primate ancestors. The cooperative and empathetic tendencies in bonobos highlight the evolutionary advantage of moral behavior in maintaining social harmony, much like in early human tribes. From an anthropological perspective, different cultures and tribes develop their own moral codes through a combination of environmental pressures, historical circumstances, and social needs. For example, hunter-gatherer societies often prioritize sharing and cooperation to ensure group survival, while agricultural communities may emphasize hard work, property rights, and family structures. These moral codes are shaped by practical concerns, but also by shared myths, religious beliefs, and traditions that provide a sense of identity and belonging. Each tribe or culture's moral framework reflects its unique worldview, molded by its specific context. Moreover, as societies grow more complex, moral codes evolve to accommodate new challenges such as trade, warfare, and political organization. In more hierarchical societies, moral values often reflect power dynamics, with a focus on obedience, loyalty, and respect for authority. In contrast, egalitarian tribes might emphasize fairness, consensus, and mutual respect. This cultural variation in moral codes shows that morality is not a fixed concept, but one that can be adapted to different social and environmental contexts, highlighting the diversity of human ethical thinking. Studying isolated tribes, such as the San people of southern Africa or the Yanomami of the Amazon, offers valuable insights into the origins of morality in human societies. These groups have often maintained traditional ways of living for thousands of years, giving researchers a glimpse into how early humans might have structured their moral systems. For instance, in these communities, sharing resources like food is a moral obligation, as survival often depends on communal cooperation. Ancient human societies, from Mesopotamian city-states to indigenous tribes, show how morality was linked to religion, law, and survival strategies. Archaeological evidence suggests that moral codes were often codified in religious practices or legal systems, as seen in the Code of Hammurabi or ancient Egyptian Ma'at principles. These codes served as a way to maintain social order and cohesion. Tribal morality often revolves around the immediate needs of the group, such as survival, fairness in resource distribution, and maintaining social harmony through conflict resolution. These values are still present in modern societies, though they may manifest differently. Modern societies are often more individualistic, with a greater emphasis on personal autonomy, freedom of choice, and abstract principles like human rights. In contrast, tribal morality is more collective, with a focus on communal responsibility and the well-being of the group. Despite these differences, the core human desire for fairness, empathy, and cooperation remains a common thread throughout both tribal and modern moral systems. And what other species tell us about morality? We already talked a bit about chimpanzees and bonobos, our closest primate relatives. They exhibit behaviors that closely resemble early human moral tendencies. Chimpanzees, for instance, display strong social bonds through grooming and food sharing. Bonobos, on the other hand, are known for their peaceful cooperative societies, where sexual behavior often serves as a way to ease tension and maintain harmony within the group. This complex social structure shows a capacity for empathy and conflict resolution, traits often considered central to human morality. Other primates, such as capuchin monkeys, also demonstrate behaviors that resemble fairness and reciprocity. Studies have shown that capuchins will refuse rewards if they observe others receiving better rewards for the same task, indicating an understanding of fairness and equity. These examples in non-human primates suggest that the roots of moral behavior are not uniquely human, but shared across species with social systems. By observing these behaviors in our primate relatives, scientists gain insight into the evolutionary precursors of human morality. The fact that primates exhibit these behaviors suggests that morality, at its core, evolved as a means to promote social cohesion and cooperation, which in turn increased group survival rates. Human morality likely built on these proto-moral behaviors, evolving into more complex ethical systems over time as societies grew larger and more intricate. These studies suggest that human morality is not simply a cultural or religious construct, but an evolutionary trait that has been shaped by the need for cooperation and survival in social groups over millennia. Morality in religion plays a fundamental role in guiding the behavior and ethical decisions of its followers. Most major religions, such as Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Judaism, provide moral frameworks grounded in divine commandments or sacred texts. These teachings often emphasize values like compassion, honesty, justice, and charity, creating a system of behavior that not only benefits individuals, but also social harmony. The belief that morality is ordained by a higher power gives these codes authority and encourages adherence through spiritual or eternal consequences. Religious morality also shapes cultural norms and legal systems around the world. Many laws, particularly in Western cultures, have roots in religious principles, such as the Ten Commandments in Christianity, which emphasize prohibitions against murder, theft, and dishonesty. Even in secular societies, religious morals influence debates on issues like human rights, justice, and ethics. Religious leaders and texts often serve as sources of wisdom for navigating complex moral dilemmas, making religious morality a persistent and powerful force in shaping collective ethical standards. At the same time, religious morality can vary widely between faiths, leading to differences in moral priorities. For example, certain practices deemed moral in one religion may be considered immoral in another, such as views on marriage, dietary laws, or modesty. Despite these differences, most religions share a common goal of cultivating virtue, promoting human welfare, and encouraging believers to lead ethical lives. These shared values reflect the universal human need for moral systems that offer structure, meaning, and a sense of purpose. From an evolutionary perspective, humans have had to balance selfishness and altruism to ensure both individual survival and the well-being of their social groups. Selfishness, driven by the need for self-preservation, ensures that individuals prioritize their own needs for food, shelter, and safety. However, pure selfishness can undermine group cohesion, leading to conflicts and social breakdowns. Altruism, on the other hand, involves self-sacrifice for the benefit of others, fostering group cooperation, which is essential for survival in complex environments. This balance between selfishness and altruism is critical for maintaining the stability of social groups. Altruism often provides indirect benefits to the individual through the concept of reciprocal altruism, helping others with the expectation that help will be returned in the future. By engaging in altruistic behavior, individuals contribute to the group's overall strength and stability, which in turn increases their own chances of survival and success. Therefore, the balance between selfishness and altruism is not a zero-sum game. Both traits coexist within human behavior to promote survival. Altruism strengthens social bonds and group cooperation, while selfishness ensures that individuals look after their own immediate survival needs. Our understanding of morality is constantly evolving as societies adapt to new technologies, cultural exchanges, and ethical dilemmas. Historically, moral codes were often tied to religion and cultural traditions, but as global communication and scientific progress expand, moral considerations have increasingly incorporated diverse perspectives, including human rights, environmental ethics, and social justice. Technological advancements like artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and global communication challenge existing moral frameworks, requiring us to rethink issues such as privacy, equity, and the value of life. Moreover, as we learn more about human psychology, neurology, and social dynamics, our view of morality is increasingly informed by science. For example, research on cognitive biases and moral development is helping shape our understanding of why people make certain ethical choices and how social structures influence these decisions. In an interconnected world, our moral systems must be flexible enough to adapt to complex global challenges such as climate change, inequality, and international cooperation, as well as to evolving notions of justice. As we navigate through life, we often encounter moral dilemmas that shape our decisions and interactions with others. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the moral values that guide your life. How do they influence the way you treat others, make decisions, and engage with the world? Are these values static, or do they evolve as you encounter new experiences, information, or perspectives? Understanding the role morality plays in your own life can help deepen your connection to the world around you. Thanks for watching. I hope this dive into the origins and evolution of human morality gave you something to think about. If you enjoyed the video or found it thought-provoking, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more interesting discussions on philosophy, science, and the human experience. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.